All right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are connected with us today. I'm so excited for tonight's show. My name is Emmanuel Adegbola, and of course, I want to welcome you to your popular show, our Reinvention Show. And for the past few weeks now, we'll be discussing leverage blueprint, the 14 proven ways to leverage yourself to success. And we have been studying this book. And tonight, I'm so excited to have a friend in the studio with me today. I mean, I've been tracking him, trying to get hold of him, and I finally caught him. And tonight is with us. I join me as we welcome Dr. Eric. Say hello to our viewers, our audience at home.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. It's always an exciting thing to leverage. And I thank you so much for the invitation. I just look forward to an exciting time we're going to have. And I know that our audience is not going to be disappointed. Thank you so much for this opportunity for us to add value in the lives of our listeners.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you are one of those people that I follow secretly, and I think I really appreciate what you're doing. I see all the energy, all the exercise. I think you just came back from camping.
Yes, I'm planning to go out on more camping trips.
Wow, that's a very good one. I mean, I think I'm trying on my own little way, but when I see what you are doing, it's like, okay, so how is this guy doing this? I see you on the field, I see you running, I see you and your wife, the children. Wow, that is, I mean, just tell us a little bit about all those. How does it really help us as a person?
As you know, I'm a holistic kind of guy. The spiritual and the physical must be in synergy if you want to be truly successful, not just successful in this life, but successful eternally. I heard a story that changed my life. A very short story. I was given an assignment and a horse to do that assignment with. I overworked the horse and the horse died and I couldn't get my assignment done.
Wow.
The moral of the story is that if your body is not functioning well, you are out. When they say wealth is the health is wealth, it's not a suggestion. When you are not healthy, you spend money treating yourself, you lose money because you're not being productive. If you truly want to be wealthy, you need to be healthy. And part of being healthy, you need to distract yourself, you need to exercise, eat right, go out on these camping trips, and take some time to rest and chill out.
Wow,
wow. If you don't sharpen your axe, it's going to take many more hours to do what?
To cut the
tree. So you need to understand all that.
Wow,
to be on the go all the time is dangerous,
I love that. I love that concept. So we're talking about reading books. We're encouraging people to read. So when you read, you feed your mind, you feed your spirit. But then the exercise now, that is for your body, because there's nothing the books will do to your body, but what to put into your mouth, what to eat, and all those kind of things has a lot to do with your body. Wow, that is a very, very great insight. Anyway, before we digress to another topic entirely, let's talk about leverage. Let's talk about leverage. I know you are a product of leverage in everything you do. I've collaborated with you in the past. I do one thing or the other, and and we still have a lot to do together. So tell me how you have been able to apply leverage to get to where you are today as a person. Or maybe we should start, because some people might even be watching and say, okay, who is this guy? It looks like a DJ. So who is who is Dr. Eric? Who is Eric? So just tell our viewers a little bit about you, what you do, and just in case somebody else who might want to really patronize you for what you do. So just tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm actually on a mission to inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy. And this is done through coaching, books, seminars, talks, you name it. I'm married. I have God has blessed us with 5 beautiful children. I'm an author. I published more than 16 books, have more than 10 books in the works right now. Have a
Wow.
publishing company, IEM Press. We publish inspirational stories and mostly first-time authors, and it's amazing the joy and the fulfillment that I see in the authors that will get their books in the market. And right now we're working on the platform to get books in sub-Saharan Africa and globally as well. So it's just a lot that is going on. I'm also a professor teaching different universities. Geology is my background. I teach oceanography, astronomy, geology, you name it.
Wow.
Above all,
Your profile is so intimidating that I don't even know how to address you sometimes. I mean, how to address you as a doctor, as a professor, as a pastor, as an author, as a writer, as an athlete. So give me 3 that I could just use.
Yeah, I see. I mean, you mentioned leveraging. Leveraging is key. When I tell you what I do on a day-to-day basis, running a publishing company, when I started the company, I tried to do everything by myself. And I quickly learned that I have to leverage other people's skills. Right now, what I do is I leverage other people to get the work done for me. So
good.
So that has made me to be able to produce more books. I just get a manuscript, I pass it on to the team, and they take care of the rest. The editors do their part, the design team does their part, they upload the books. I don't know what I do. I just connect everybody, So I'm just a connector.
Yes, that is how it should be. You try to do it all by yourself, then you will get little done. I mean, you develop the idea, you want to write the book by yourself, you want to edit it by yourself, you want to do the graphics works by yourself, you want to do the formatting and the template and everything, design it by yourself, you want to do the publishing by yourself, you want to do the marketing by yourself. And of course, you want to make the money all by yourself. Well, I just pray that kind of a person will live to really enjoy the money. So let's talk about leverage blueprint. I believe you have a copy, you've gone through it. I mean, you are one of the first people that actually even have the access to the manuscript. So tell me, out of these 14 levers discussed in this book, which of them, it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, and I'm going to give you time to just do your thing. Which one really, you could say, okay, wow, this one captured my attention?
The very first 2, leveraging your gift and leveraging the little you're already having. Because before you even think of reaching out to other people, if you don't know what you are having to contribute, you are stuck. Because most people don't understand that they are special and that are uniquely gifted and that are special problems that only they can solve. Why is it that most people are not doing anything? Because they don't believe that they can bring a solution to the table. And that is why ground zero for everybody is to figure out what their gifts are. Some people have more than one. You need to discover who you are. You need to understand the areas that you are gifted in. That does a lot for you. When you focus on your gifts, you realize that, oh, I have something to do. I'm unique, I'm special. And you're not going to get distracted by what other people are doing. Issues of jealousy, of envy, of resentment, of regret are going to fall on the wayside because you realize that you've been given something. When you understand that, The next thing for you is to realize that when you are gifted, you already have the resources for you to carry out your assignment. And that is why when you hear that it is more blessed to give than to receive, the assumption is that you are already having something. The number one complaint of most people is that they don't have enough money.
I think your internet is
That
fighting with
already
you
have
right there.
something going.
Okay, are you back?
Yeah, so no, yeah, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm working on solving that issue. Yeah, the AT&T is going to come here next week
okay,
and get me connected directly into the router, so I don't have these
good,
blinks.
good.
So, yeah, what I'm saying is that you already have something with you. Everybody does right now. If you're listening to me, stop looking on the outside. Stop saying, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough connections, I don't have enough this, enough that. You have what it's going to take for you to take that first step of faith toward whatever direction you are going, then more is going to be added. You have to start giving because you already have.
Right.
This is a principle that is mentioned both in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. When you find a principle in the Bible that is treated in the Old and the New Testament, please take note. Look at it very closely. When the widow went to the prophet Elisha and said, "My husband died in debt, and I don't know what to do. I don't have anything." The man of God said, "What do you have at home?" She said, "A little bit of oil." And he said, that is your solution. Maybe she was expecting him to give him some money and solve her problem, but that is not the way the problem was solved. When the disciples told Jesus the crowd is 5,000 people are hungry, and Jesus said, "Feed them." They said, "It's impossible. We don't have anything." Jesus said, "There is something with you." They brought the 2 loaves of bread and 5 fishes and 2 fishes and 2 loaves, 5 loaves of bread and
Okay.
2 fishes. The carbohydrate is always more than protein, right? So, and Jesus multiplied it. It's a very, very powerful principle. When you see people that some of us will have both hands, we are functioning very well. If you've seen Pastor Nick, he has no hands. He was born like that, no hands and no legs. But the guy has been to 42 countries. He's preached to millions of people, and you are seated there right now with 2 hands, 2
With
legs.
2
You are
legs.
functioning, and you are complaining that you don't have anything. Come on.
Let me cut in a little bit. I
Yeah.
know we've gone way. I mean, we've dived deeper and deeper into that first aspect, leveraging with your gift. I mean, that alone we could spend 1 year on it, just exploring it,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, you start with yourself. Just start with yourself. Take inventory of what you have. Like that concept alone is still a rema to me, because many people, when they go to the pastor or go to a prophet to pray, and of course the pastor say, okay, I pray for you, by this time of next year you will become a millionaire, or the way we open, God will make a way for you. They will just be expecting that one big door to open, or one miracle to open. But within you, the prayer has been answered.
Amen.
God has deposited something into you. So that's what the prophet, he said, "What do you have?" And the woman said, "You know what? I have nothing." Like what most people would say. They come from Africa, or they are here. "What do you have?" "I have nothing but just this bachelor's degree." "What do you have?" "I have nothing but just this, just this." That little just, you can actually start with it. You can start with that thing. Then another thing very, very pronounced that many people run away from, after they turn the water to I mean the oil, and they multiply the oil, the prophet said, "Go and sell it." Right? Many people have problem with that, with selling. That means selling, become a salesman, become a saleswoman. But that is the solution. The woman was in debt. and she needed money, right? So how can she bring money? Money is an exchange of value. So we've also talked about this, that whatever you are getting, your revenue right now is directly proportional to the value that you bring into the marketplace, right? So he said, go and sell. And the woman sold and, of course, was able to pay off her debt, and life continues. Everybody is happy. I just wanted to wind in a little bit on that area before we take another level to discuss this evening.
Yeah, so let's talk about selling, right? Let's talk about selling. when you are selling something, in actual fact, you are bringing a solution to somebody's problem.
Right.
So you need to look around for people who are in need, and you provide solutions to them. So when people say, oh, I'm not a salesperson, what they're saying is that I'm not a solution provider. I don't love people enough to figure out where that area of pain is to bring in a solution. Why don't you want to help people? Do you know at the core of the gospel is to love God and love your neighbor as yourself? And if you love people, you're going to make sure they have clothing, housing, emotional needs. You can name it. Every business is trying to provide, legitimate and good businesses are providing solutions to people. It's a manifestation of love, practical love. And money is what oils that exchange. It's like all the moving parts. Money is just what facilitates that. So that if you say, I don't like to sell, then you're not a solution provider. No wonder you are poor and broke. You can pray all day. Fast all day.
Someone says that you are proud. You are proud and you are broke.
Yeah.
You are proud and you are broke and you are stubborn. It's a recipe for disaster, because it will be very tough for you to be able to get help. Okay. And I think when you look at it, everybody actually sells one way or the other. It's either you are selling your time for money, you are selling your idea for money. You are before you married your wife, you sold yourself to her that, okay, you are the best man for her. Before you got hired by wherever you are working, you sold yourself and let them know that you are the best employee they could have.
But the question is, what are you selling? What are you selling?
What are you selling?
What are you selling? You understand? So what you sell is going to determine what you get. Most people they're not selling the right thing. You want to sell solutions.
Right.
That is the only thing that's going to. There is a story in the Bible that is Joseph is mind-boggling, right? He was selling for Potiphar and doing really well. Sold in the prison and did very well. But it is when he sold himself, it's when he brought a solution, his own solution, that catapulted him to the top. Right. And,
so
the solution was not complicated. It was not complicated. At times people are trying to solve it. They don't solve any complicated problem. When God enters in the mix, their solution can be as simple as I don't blame people.
Just take a look at the platform we are using right now. Just take a look at StreamYard. Take a look at Zoom. They brought solution. There was a COVID-19 coronavirus last year. Do you know how much Zoom made within the first quarter of last year?
It became a billion dollar compared to $2 billion. I'm subscribed to Stream myself. I'm already paid for 1 year because this is what I use. So those guys brought a solution. I have a need. I paid them some money. Thank you for bringing the solution, facilitating what I want to do.
So when you are complaining that you are broke or you are poor or this, then you need to first of all ask yourself questions. Okay, so what problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? Because it's very easy. All you need to do is locate a problem and locate set of people that have that problem, go in search of the solution, then make the solution available for them. And of course, it's not going to be free. Even if you are doing it for free at start, later on, there will be an exchange. Something one way or the other, money will come. And that is how cash flow into your life. And that's what they call cash flow, because you are helping. For instance, if you write books, you are helping people. Like, for instance, I mean, this is Leverage Blueprint. I know this book took us almost 3 years to put it together. Now we make it available, and now, okay, here is for you. Okay, pay, is it $15? Get the book. This, what is put in this book, 14, these 14 ways, it could take you 14 years to gather them together. But okay, we say you don't need the 14 years. Just spend maybe 14 days or 14 hours, just research it and get it. So you will have to look at, okay, what is it that you are selling, and get those people. I know we could spend the rest of today talking about this, but I want us to go to another level, because I know what it took me to get hold of you. So so now let's look into the second aspect, and we'll be discussing that also, is leverage with praise. We talk about leverage with praise. Leverage praise. When you leverage praise, how does it work? How does it lead you to success? Can you just whine a little bit on that?
Of course, an attitude of gratitude is going to put you on a different platform. And so you need to always look at, some people whine and complain all the time. It says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication and thanksgiving and thanksgiving and thanksgiving. Let your request be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your minds and your hearts through Christ Jesus. Right? Why are they mixing in praise, being thankful when you are praying? Because no matter how difficult things are, no matter how dire the situation is, something is going right in your life. And when you trace why that thing is going right in your life, you realize that God has been good to you already. And if God has already been good to you, God is still good. He's going to be good to you. He's going to uplift your faith, and you will be able to step into your next breakthrough. When I came to the US, I remember praying for socks. I had no money to pay my tuition, and I prayed for socks. And when I got the 6 pairs of socks, somebody knocked my door and gave me 6 pairs of socks. I got excited. My problem was big. I needed thousands of dollars to remain in school. Now I got an answered prayer to 6 pairs of socks. I was excited. Not because of the socks, but that if God in heaven, who runs the whole universe, could stop, listen to my prayer for basic socks I'm provided, he's going to take care of the rest of the stuff. And that's how I finished school debt-free.
Right.
No matter how dark, look for the good things in your life. And that is why I practice praise. I get up each morning, I write minimum 5 things that I'm thankful for, start my day on a positive note. You need to practice that, because we by default like to complain. When you start complaining, you make your problem grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and out of a sudden becomes a big mountain that you cannot scale. So you need to be thankful. You must be a positive person. People don't like people who are negative, who are grumbling all the time. I'm at a stage of my life now where I look for solutions.
And when you complain, you grumble, you actually you emit a negative energy from you, and you extend it also to people around you. Talking about praise, it simply means that, okay, number one, you've acknowledged that you are gifted, you recognize your God's gifted gift, and number two, you look at the little that you have. Then you are grateful for it. You see, the praise now comes in there. So you begin to thank God, okay, for the little you have. You thank God for your gift. Now, when you thank God for those, inspiration will come for you to take a step. Inspiration will come for you to take steps. And that inspired action will be what will catapult you to the next level. And that's what we talk about when we talk about praise. Then we also talked about leveraging with other people's failure. and other people's success. These are the ones that personally we've covered on this program. So how do you leverage other people's success? How do you leverage other people's failure for your own success, relating with what Archimedes said?
So let's talk more about other people's failures. There's more to learn in failure than in success even. And that is why run away from people who only talk about success all the time, who don't tell you how many times they failed. Do you know that even God, in how he has designed the universe to work, and all of us, failure is part of it, a huge part of it. We need only one spermatozoa to produce a baby. But do you know how many get destroyed in the process? About 500 million. Think about that. God himself knows the chances of success. He has to build that probability in there. If God himself, creates allowance for some destruction to take place, I call that creative destruction. And that is why you have to learn mistakes other people have made. You are going to make your own mistakes, but it's foolish and stupid of you to make the mistakes other people have already made.
Right. So some people will say, okay, we've talked about it, that okay, I rather learn from my own failure. That is a stupid thinking.
Yeah,
that
it's a stupid. You're not being wise.
So you shouldn't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. You need a coach, you need a mentor in every department of your life. That area of your life where you are struggling, somebody has been there before you. And all you need to do is just leverage with that person. And you can use other people's success as a stepping stone to get to where you want to go. Wow, that is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay, so as we begin to round off, it's just 30 minutes. I want you to tell our audience about some of your works that you've done. I believe you have some of your books there. How can they get it? How can they get some of your books? How can they get? And we're still going to bring you back, But we try to keep this to just 30 minutes. So tell us about some of your books and how can we access the resources?
Yeah. So there's so much here that I've written, So point number 2. The literature that I already have, I've written a whole book on that. What do you have? The secret of experiencing exponential growth and productivity. You can get a book on Amazon. And for every excuse, there is a solution. 7 reasons why you should stop giving excuses and start providing solutions. That can help you as well. And it's a book here for immigrants. Welcome to America. 52 proven strategies that will position you to excel. In that book, I just touched on a lot of areas that will help you as an immigrant to succeed. So we talked about mentorship, coaching, and all that, just a lot, 52 different areas that you need to be working if you want to do well. The books are on Amazon, on my website, iemapproach.com or erictangumonkem.com. If you search online, you're going to find all the books. More are coming out.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Eric. I'm so grateful for your time that you have spent with us today. And as I said, we are bringing you back because we have not even covered everything. As you can see,
definitely.
There is just a lot to cover, but we'll try to keep this to just 30 minutes. And to all our audience, we want to say thank you so much for connecting with us today. And of course, we really appreciate you. So tomorrow, same time, same channel, right on YouTube channel. If you are connected on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you are watching this on Facebook, make sure you like and share this with your contacts. You don't know who you might be helping. To share, it doesn't cost you anything. Just a click and you share a message. And I believe that you will be mightily blessed by doing that. Amen. Thank you so much, guys. And we really appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same venue. God bless you.
Thank you.